Hello, 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 hello. I'm Christina,
Hey,
and with me I have Kirsten, and we're really, really excited to use this now time to celebrate, to cheer, to congratulate, to jump and dance, because indeed, for us, it's an extremely, extreme pleasure to be able to say we're the
we
or
together, or no, you say.
yes, you go together. So
We are the only coach education provider that we could find, and we looked on both websites in the world with full
Mhm.
accreditation of all of our courses with both ICF and EMCC, and we have all the accreditations that are coach training educations of ICF and EMCC. So from foundation EMCC to coach supervision, from level 1 to level
Level three.
3 in the future, and ICF, and now 2 full ACTP programs with one that includes a masterclass. So we did it. Yes.
Mm. And on top of that, you have to admit, so it's not only the courses that get you to be a brilliant coach, but you can specialize and do supervision. You can specialize and be a team coach, mentor coach, and so on. So indeed,
It
stick
was a
to
lot of
Solutions
work.
Academy. Yeah. And it goes back to the Solutions Academy motto as the one-stop shop.
Yes, we want to be your one-stop online shop where you one-stop shop for all certifications, accreditations, credentials, whatever the name is. And we're really glad that we can offer our participants this advantage of being accredited, that's the EMCC word, or credentialed, that's the ICF word, and really show to the world and to your potential customers that you are a coach that is worth their money. And in a way, these, let's call them certification, accreditation, and credentials, that they basically, what they do is when somebody hires you, they don't have to do due diligence in the sense of having to vet that you are actually a good coach, but that's already done, and we can provide yeah, the credential, this accreditation for that, plus all the renewal, coach continuing education, continuous professional development units, plus all the supervision hours that we need for EMCC. So we're really glad. I mean, boy, that was work. Getting
Oh,
all
yes.
of our courses and filling in the forms and making sure that we are really in line with all the exigent regulations and requirements of both coach training, or both coach training accrediting bodies, but that's really great. Yes.
I think that's a brilliant also benefit also for our participants, because at the end of the day, we did it for the ones that are coming to our courses and say, I want to be a coach. What do I need to do? Well, one of the courses will get you also a certain level. Each of the courses will get you a certain level, but will get you also a lot of certifications, like you said, Kirsten, showing and vetting your knowledge and capabilities. And so going back to the question of what is now the benefit for the participants, Kirsten, what would you say?
I, I think if you do only ICF, you are definitely showing to the world, I care about quality. I have a badge to my name. Um, but if you do EMCC and have a double accreditation, let's say double certification, uh, I think you are adding to your reputation as a coach. And also, I think if you are a very experienced coach and you started coach training, not coach training, you started coaching 20 years ago, it might be that the ICF credential is quite difficult for you because ICF does not really recognize any coaching experience that happened before your initial coach training.
Mhm.
So, I mean, we'll get into that more next week, really walking you through the classes and what is available and what you can do when you're in which situation. But EMCC is really great for experienced coaches who did not start with an accredited or non-accredited coach training, so to get recognition for their coaching experience. And that's what I love about EMCC, is that they are really looking at how you develop. It's a development oriented coaching accreditation approach, whereas ICF is more I would say test oriented coach credentialing approach. Both have their validity. It's just a matter of where do you fit, and so we offer our clients more flexibility. And I think also EMCC offers the participants and also the companies that we work for the ability to teach people at, like, we have coaching for lead managers and leaders. That's just a 30-hour course. You learn the basics. You can start practicing from there. And at every level, you will find coach training that we can, that is suitable for you. And one of the things I think that is very useful with EMCC is once you take one of our courses and you fulfill all the requirements in the course, we will simply recommend you. So we see that you did everything that needs to be done in the course. We have a portfolio of you documenting that you did everything that was required in the course. And then we just put your name on an Excel list. We send that name to EMCC. You pay, ta-da, you have your credential. It's very bureaucracy friendly for the participants. Let's say it's not super bureaucracy friendly for the coaching providers who want to get accredited, but still, the idea behind it is a celebration of what you know. And that's something I very, very much like about EMCC. And ICF gives you this gold standard, solid stamp that you can use everywhere. I mean, and on top of that, you get a SolutionsAcademy stamp as well. So you get 3, or actually 4. You also get the ISD one, the
International Alliance for Solution Focused Training Institutes.
That's it. So we also accredited with them. So if you're really interested in solution focus, you also get a badge. So you basically get 4 badges for one price.
So now that you mentioned for one price, I think that a lot of people will say, oh, okay, so they got double accreditation. That means that we'll have to pay more if we want to go attend their courses, which I think after long deliberation, we said,
nah, it's a service that we provide. It also helped us. I mean, I really think that the EMCC accreditation, the on top of the ICF accreditation, really helped also the quality of our course. We needed to reflect again. What is it that we're doing? We didn't change much, but with the new ICF regulations that we could do 50% online, 50% live with a trainer, and 50% asynchronous, so you doing homework and things. We could shift around things as well, and we actually are cheaper now because we could reduce the fee for the level 2, so the second part of our ACTP, the senior practitioner accreditation for EMCC, and we are now at, I think, a little under 6,000 for the full ACTP. So not even a little, 5,500.
So
yeah,
5,600.
5,600, yeah, for the full ACTP, which means gets you to ICF PCC or senior practitioner EMCC, which I think is quite a competitive price.
And you have in there all of the mentor coaching hours. You actually have 6 mentor coaching hours if you stay thinking about it, because you have 3 from fundamentals, 3 from coaching organizations. You have in there all of the group things. You have in there all of the materials. And you're right. I think if I reflect now back on the process of getting the EMCC on top, I realize now how much we've invested in developing new material. And I'm thinking now of all of the demos, on all of the recordings that participants can now go and say, yes, but how do I see that live? Put my hands
Yeah.
on, stop, reflect, listen to it one more time. And this process of reflection every time on the things that we are learning as participants and what we are learning as trainers, and how do we support our participants in the reflection. I think it does enhance the materials, but plus the experience of getting through that journey of becoming a coach.
So I think also we've become a little bit more flexible. That's also something that participants will probably appreciate. My training philosophy always used to be, yeah, you're still is, but you're adults. Take responsibility for your own learnings. We will support you as best as we can. And through EMCC, I did realize that some people also prefer like a defined learning path. So that, you start here, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this. And in the end, you have some confidence that you will have gained the skills. I think they're just different people. I'm more like, if I want to learn something, I just go and learn it. But there are people who appreciate this structured approach, and now we can offer both. We can offer, go pick and choose and learn what you think you want to learn, and if you want to follow the whole path, feel free. So I think it's
Yeah.
made the courses better, and it made it more enjoyable. Tons of new demos that we integrated, which was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, and I think a lot of on our side also a lot of growth, and the beautiful thing of saying you're getting close to finishing the course. ICF, EMCC, both, only one, whatever fits you and however you feel like your business will profit from it. So I think we're getting close also to our small today talk about this part of, yay, we're the only one school, we're the only one, we have both things. A lot of work, but a lot of benefits for the participants.
Yeah.
And I think we've agreed upon that next week we'll do another talk around something that is much more hands-on, more technical, I would say, because we want to talk about certifications and how do they match with level of knowledge.
Yes, so that you really know, I am here and I want a credential, an accreditation or something. So where can I slot in? Because I think through our accreditation, both privately, because everybody got accredited with EMCC as well as for the company, I think we're in a very good spot right now to advise people on how to be credentialed as easily and as red tape and bureaucracy free as possible. Because I think this combination of loving filling in forms and documenting things and being a people oriented coach at the same time, that's a very rare skill. So it happens, but most coaches that I know are not keen on filling in forms.
That's the part that we'll try to tackle next week. If anyone has any comments, any questions in advance, anything that you would like to know and we want to make sure that we cover it, put it in the comments, put it in the LinkedIn chat, and send us an email if that's easier. You can always go on solutionsacademy.com, and in there you'll find the contact page, and everyone has a link to also free info calls or anything that makes it easier for you to ask questions and find that information that is specific to your case. So do reach out at any point. Kirsten, one more time of whoa.
We can
So
we can do like TikTok
that's it.
videos, dancing.
Yes, we can. So thank you. 2 accreditations. So you finish actually with 4 badges. So we love to help you have it out there and have everyone being aware of the level what you are. So see you next week, I would guess.